My entitled stepdaughter asked me to give her my cars and accused me of exploiting her when I told her to get a job, so I destroyed her summer. My husband and I have a 5-year-old son together, and he has an 18-year-old daughter, Sally, from his previous marriage. Sally is an entitled, manipulative young lady who has spent her entire life milking the child of divorce card to make her parents feel bad for her and give her everything she wanted. As a result, she is now a lazy adult, has poor grades in school, no perspective, no job, and no desire to get a job or do something with her life. Although my husband and her bio mom are both responsible for how she turned out, instead of coming together and working towards helping her do something, they prefer to blame each other, and they do everything they can to undermine the other one. For example, if my husband punishes Sally by not giving her spending money, her mom will immediately throw money at her. If her mom takes her car away as a punishment, my husband will immediately give her his car to use to go places. It's a very strange dynamic they have and very different of what he has with me. When I asked him why he is so different in terms of parenting my son with me versus Sally with her bio mom, he said I am his wife and I am a normal, sane woman whom he can communicate with. Whatever. I feel like they are both wrong, but Sally is not my daughter, and I am happy I don't have to spend too much time with her. Now that the summer break started, Sally has the most important problem in the world. Her car broke down, and she needs one to use this summer to go places, meet her friends, go to parties, etc. Her mom is not willing to give her car because she needs it to go to work. My husband needs his car to go to work, and neither of them is willing to buy her a new one. So Sally, the genius, found the perfect solution and asked me to give her one of my cars. To be clear, I have 2 cars, a big SUV that was given to me by my employer, and a smaller one that I use when I go into town because it's easier to park. I refused and I told her she can't use any of my car. She insisted and said I don't need 2 cars at the same time, but she needs one to get around. I told her she is free to use the public transportation or get a job and buy one herself. Now Sally is going around to my husband's relatives complaining that I am trying to exploit her and send her to work. I had a good laugh about this with my husband's sister, but my MIL claims I could have just refused instead of telling her to get a job. I am a little confused what it's so bad about telling an adult to get a job. It's not like I sent a 12 years old to work for her food or anything. The strange thing is that my husband agrees with me. Her mother totally hates me and is teaching her that everything I say is BS. My husband's sister agrees with me, and my MIL babies her because she is her first grandchild. But I feel like no one in this situation is doing her a favor. I am not trying to manipulate her, but her situation is so different to what I am used to, or how I parent my own child, that it's insane. Like, how can it be so horrible to teach an adult responsibility, to want to give her a direction in life? I don't know what they expect to do with her, honestly. They can't support her for the rest of her life. And it's sad because she is a capable, healthy adult. Even people with disabilities work and want to do something with their lives, so she has no excuse. Update: 2 days later, I sat my husband and his daughter down to have a chat. I made it clear in front of my husband that Sally insisted she uses one of my cars, and I do not agree with it. Then I told Sally that I know she sometimes takes her mother's car without asking, and warned her not to dare do something with my cars when I am not home, because if she does, I will call the police and report the car stolen. She was shocked and asked me if I would stoop so low as to report her for stealing just for a car that I don't use or need anyways. I told her it's not me who would stoop so low, but her, because taking something that does not belong to you, especially after being told no, it's the clear definition of stealing. So yes, I would report it. I think for the first time in her life she understood there would be consequences for her actions, and she did not protest further. After this, I asked her to clarify in front of my husband, how is it that me suggesting she get a job makes me a person who tries to exploit her, based on what she told my MIL and SIL? My husband had no idea about it, and he just exploded. After hearing what happened, he told her it's good that we hear what she talks behind our backs because he will give her even more reasons to complain. My husband told her she will not be seeing any money from him this summer. Sally started crying and told him he can't do this, but her husband told her he can, and he will. His responsibility as her parent is to feed her, buy her clothes, and help her pay for school items, but that's it. She is an adult, and if she wants to party or see her friends, she should start paying for it herself, since she never appreciated anything she was given. Apparently this is the hill here we are at now. Sally Stormal, my husband, he is willing to die on, and he even told his ex-wife about his plans, making it clear that if she wants to support Sally's activities this summer, she will have to do it alone because he will not contribute for anything that's not a necessity. So yeah, this is what out of our house, and of course went to her grandmother to complain, but I am waiting. If Mill opens any discussions about it with me, I will make it clear she is free to support Sally as much as she wants. We are not stopping her.